OMG! What's up, BBGs? Welcome to a super hype unboxing video. Today we have the Overdrive SP set. So this is a pretty epic set because this packaging is massive and you can tell right off the bat that it comes with 3 different bays.
Yo, honestly, yeah, it's such a big box. I was expecting like half the size.
Yeah, for real. This comes with Dangerous Belial. So Bel's brand new bay, if you're keeping up with the anime, his previous bay that just perfected his final form, perfect gear, gets destroyed like 1 episode after. And on top of that, we have the return of one of the most epic defense types ever. This here is Prominence Phoenix. Bro, the Phoenix bay is back. The shield does come off and act as like a projectile, and you can use it in the stadium. It's, oh my god, dude, Phoenix is back. It's crazy. Ah, my god. And then we have like a not so important bay. It's Savior Perseus, but it still has some cool features with the DB core, so
don't
we'll talk about
sleep
that,
on this bay because it does come with some pretty good parts.
Interesting parts there, so of course still welcomed addition, but you're really buying this for, of course, the main character's bay and the new Phoenix, right? And like I mentioned, launcher as well, full custom launcher LR. Bunch of new parts in that too. This is just an epic set. Like, you guys need to get this one. Let's flip over to the back of the box really quickly. Go over the details. Let's start over on the left side here on the back of the box. We have Belial 2, right, for our DB core. We have the Dangerous Blade, brand new part. We are unfortunately keeping the 2 armor. Man, I wish we got a new one, but no big deal. Still a pretty good one. And the brand new All Might disc and driver. So it's really a driver part, but the disc also comes off too. This is a really epic part. We have to tell you more about it in a little bit.
Yo, I see some activations happening too with this driver. Some advertisements there. That looks pretty sick.
Yeah, so this graphic over here shows you the overdrive system. So it affects the driver and the layer itself as well. So if you launch it really hard, you will expose a burst lock, which is insane. Like, now we're getting burst locks once again in DB, which is
this
just crazy.
Chozy system or what?
Yeah, and they brought back Phoenix too. It's like, wow, Takara Tomy really liked the turbo generation. And then, of course, for the driver, if you launch it really hard, you will also get an activation there too. That center tip actually retracts into the wider part, and then it goes faster around the stadium. So yeah, activations everywhere. Moving over, we have Prominence Phoenix here. So once again, we have the Phoenix DB core, Prominence Blade, which is the part that comes off and everything like that. Super cool. We have the 10 armor, which is interesting. I'm like, yo, 10 armor is like just like the 10 disc that came with the previous Phoenix. We have the tapered disc and the brand new metal universe driver. Last bay we have here is Savior Perseus Giga Bearing Dash. So brand new parts there, really cool. We'll look into that. Graphic down here talks about the metal in that DB core. It's hard to tell like what that's all about, so we'll have to open it and see. So right before we unbox this Overdrive SP set, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. You can find us on Instagram at Geek Dosage and on TikTok at BeybladeGeeks Official. Wow, look at all the stuff we get in here. This is such a good set.
Why did we need such a big box, actually?
I know. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but it's like it didn't require that big of packaging.
Yeah.
And like all this plastic bags and stuff like that, like bro, this little overkill. Wow, so many stickers. Look at all the stuff we get. Oh my god, like this set is unreal, man. All the bay parts, launcher stickers. Also this sheet here as well that gives us a preview. Look at next release. What is that?
So there's a teaser.
What is that?
What is this bay release? So November the 13th.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty special bay. So we have an inkling of like what it's gonna be and who it belongs to, but we're not gonna say just in case you guys aren't caught up with the anime yet.
Yeah. Give us your suggestions, your guesses in the comment section below if this is like the first week of you watching it. Yep. By the time you watch this, maybe later on.
Yeah, we'll probably find out already. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, wow, so much stuff to basically play around with. Like, oh my god, so many parts. So let's put on all the stickers and then we'll show you guys the final products. Alright, let's go over all the parts. So let's start off with our Dangerous Belial. So DB core, the design has changed up a little bit. The face is essentially like facing a different direction now. What do you guys think of this design? It does look pretty good. On the back of the Belial 2 DB core, you can actually see the mechanism that controls the burst lock. It looks pretty intricate, and hopefully future releases will also have the same type of system. Moving over to the blade, we have Dangerous, and this is packed with a bunch of features too. It has a bunch of rubber, so all the red pieces that you see here on the blade, those are the rubber pieces right there. So it's reinforcing the plastic that's in front of it, and it's meant to give you those crazy attacks when you're using it. On the underside of the blade, you can actually see the rubber as well. So once again, all the red pieces, it looks really cool. The 2 armor you've seen before, this is the exact same armor piece that was used in Dynamite Belial, so not much to say about that. We got some new stickers though. Last but not least, for this combo, we have the All Might driver. So this is a disc and driver combined. Unlike Savior Valkyrie's shot driver, you can actually remove the metal portion of this driver. This piece here, the metal piece, you can actually attach the S gear onto it as well. So I should have mentioned that previously. All of the gear upgrades from Dynamite Belial can be still used with this new Bey. So you can see that there's notches here that you can use to attach the S gear, and you can actually flip this piece upside down and use it in a different orientation to give you different performance. The neat thing about the All Might driver is that it actually has a bound ability to it too. If you twist it, the metal disc part can actually flex a little bit as well. So that's really, really cool.
Giving me that like God Valkyrie bound layer vibes.
Yep, and if you flip the disc, the feature is still there too. Moving right along, we have our Prominence Phoenix Bey next. So here is the Phoenix DB core. This actually looks really sick. I really like the design of the Phoenix DB core. You can really see the actual motif like right in the center there with the wings. It looks really good. I also like how they kept the gold and red scheme that we saw from the original Phoenix back in Turbo. So yeah, it's totally on purpose, guys, and it looks really good.
Yeah, Revive Phoenix was pretty sick with the armor flying off and interrupting the battles and stuff like that. So we'll get to see that again with this Bey.
Exactly. So the Prominence blade here is the star piece of this combo. It's a 2-piece blade, and the upper layer can be removed. Well, it will fly off and act as a projectile and interrupt battles. Unfortunately, there's no metal on this like there was in Turbo, but the overall size is pretty big.
Yo, it's so thick actually. Looking up from the side, it's pretty unreal.
Yeah, it's actually massive. And what's cool is that there's actually 2 different modes as well for this. So if you line up the silver pieces of the top layer with the blue pieces of the under layer, then you get your heavy mode. So theoretically, this is supposed to be harder for the opposing Bey to knock off the shield. So you get a little bit of stronger defense here.
So pretty much the heavy mode makes it so the armor doesn't fly off as easy, and then the normal mode will just be standard.
Next up is the 10 armor. So once again, not a new part, but very fitting for this combo because of course we got the 10 disc from the original Phoenix, so it makes sense to give us the 10 armor. Next up, the tapered disc. We got this from our vanished Fafnir. So very interesting shape, right? It reminds me of like a turtle. It has all these blocks on it and it's very round. But yeah, overall, a pretty cool disc. Brand new part coming up, we have Metal Universe. So this is one of those tricky drivers. We use it for a lot of mods, but it's pretty hard to control because of all of the free spinning parts. That free spinning ball in the center is like, oh my god.
Always
we launch too hard. Yeah, man, it's just like the bane of our existence sometimes.
Yo, even though it's a new part, this is probably my least favorite out of the least favorite part out of all the new parts.
Performance alone is just like, oh no, this is gonna be risky business. But yeah, it comes with that metal spring lock, so it is going to be a lot tighter, but it'll also damage your DB core a little bit faster too, so be careful with that. The last Bey we have here is Savior Perseus. So the Perseus DB core, it has some metal on it. You can see from this shot here that it has like these 4 corners with the metal. It looks pretty cool, and this is pretty much the star piece of the combo, really.
Yeah, we never had a Perseus DB core or even like a burst Bey design or motif, so that's cool to see this one.
It would have been cool if they released a whole Perseus Bey, but yeah, they just like threw this in a random combo, so that's interesting. What do you guys think of this recolor of the Savior blade? I actually think this colorway looks pretty cool. We got some white, orange, some gold. The blue accents are really nice too. This is actually a really cool blade. For the armor, we have 3. So this one here is a pretty round design overall. It does have 3 points where it is a little bit thicker, so that's where all the extra weight is. Another Giga disc is included in this combo, which is always welcome because Giga is super duper heavy. It has a really interesting shape and just great for like defense and stamina combos overall. So that's a nice addition. And now another big piece of this combo here, we have that Bearing Dash driver. So Bearing was like super popular and super competitive when it first came out. Now we get a dash version, and on top of that, it looks like Takara Tomy is mixing up the colors a little bit. The spring lock on the top usually is red, and now they gave it this like kind of like mellow orange color. It's like fairly light, really soft orange. So although it's dash, it's still different.
Yeah, this is actually really good because it's always nice to have a bearing driver, and this one is now like a little bit even stronger than the previous one. And for those of you who may not have purchased like all the previous releases, this might be like your first bearing driver. So that's always a nice addition for those newcomers.
Time to put everything together. So first up, we have our Dangerous Belial. And this part, oh yeah, fits a little snug there. Put it in low mode because that's obviously the superior mode. There we go.
It looks pretty good.
Not bad. Ooh, look at this. Matching up metal here, armor, and then the disc. Wow. Actually looks pretty cool. The blade is definitely more promising than Dynamite, that is for sure. Look how big these blades are, right? You have that reinforcing rubber there. You got rubber over here. It's pretty hard rubber actually. It's not very soft. Here's a quick demonstration of what Dangerous Belial looks like in high mode. You can actually have this in 2 orientations as well. So for the All Might driver, you can see right now that the disc is closer to the driver itself. So you get this large gap here in the middle with a lot of exposed plastic. And then you can have this orientation as well, where you can see the disc is situated higher up. So this is flipped, and now the disc is more central. So this adds more weight to the top of the Bey.
But now you kind of got like 2 gaps.
Yeah, now you have like 2 gaps.
Two small gaps instead of 1 big gap.
Exactly. So you have a larger one towards the bottom, and you have like a smaller gap in the center, or towards the top. So technically your high mode has 2 different modes itself.
But yeah, if you want to improve this combo even further, you are actually able to use all the previous gears onto Dangerous Belial.
Exactly, let's show you what that looks like.
So technically speaking, if you have the cash and you buy all the gears available for Belial, you can technically put all the gears back on. So like S gear, L gear, F gear,
V gear.
V gear, yeah, that's what I'm missing. V gear was installed in the driver actually, so it looks pretty sick.
It looks like an egg down here.
Like compare that to the previous shot of the stock form.
Yeah.
This is unreal. Like so sick.
So bulky. I'm very curious to know if Bell is going to basically recreate his gears just to attach them to his Dynamite or his Dangerous Belial again.
I think it makes sense. Like,
yeah,
it's actually pretty cool to be able to use like other parts that you get from previous releases onto this Bey, and now it looks completely different.
So DB core goes into the blade here first. We'll put it in low mode as well. Lock it in. And then you take the upper layer and then you can fit on top. So if you line it up like that, they'll be heavy. This will be normal. Let's just do normal for now.
Yeah, for normal, you can feel that when you click it in, it's not as tight.
Yeah. Oh, it's so nice that it's just like a push down lock. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know how like with Revive, you had to twist it to lock and sometimes it would fly out when you launch?
Yeah.
I feel like we're not going to run into this issue with this Bey.
Hopefully not.
They made it so much better. Okay. Disc tapered, and then the super annoying universe driver, which I can never even actually like install because it just keeps on spinning. So it's like, what do I do? Okay, there we go. Oh wow, nice and low. Look at that. Look how low it is. It's pretty sick. Free spinning, and then you get an armor piece that'll fly off too. Like, wow, this is a fire Beyblade. Last but not least, Savior Perseus. Very cool color scheme.
Yeah, this is probably the one that people are sleeping on the most, but it's nice to have some of these parts, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Bearing, you can never have enough bearing drivers.
Yep. Always struggle to put in the DB core in the right orientation. It takes like 10 spins before it goes in.
It's like USB ports.
Yeah, it's like flipping, and they're like, wait, how did that not work? That's always the first attempt.
Yeah, design-wise, it looks pretty good.
Not bad. Nice colorway.
It's giving me that limited edition vibe.
Yeah, this is really nice actually.
White
and really
gold.
Good. Let's not forget about the brand new full custom BeyLauncher LR. This has quite a few changes to it too. So at the top here, you get a clear power gear unit, which is looking pretty good actually. So it's nice that we're getting a different color for that, and we can customize more. The core unit has been changed a little bit too. The string is actually longer as well. I don't know why I took it apart because I can't demonstrate now that the string is longer because it locks up. But you have to trust me then.
Yo, most importantly though, the spin unit is actually like the most improved.
The coolest part. So this now has a bearing in it as well. So you can see from here, look at that. It just keeps on going. This is something that you don't get with the other spin units. So theoretically, you should be able to get a little bit more launch power from this as well. Okay, let's start weighing out all of the Beys. Let's just go with the least important one so far.
74 grams. So heavy,
Wow,
actually.
that's actually heavier than I thought. Prominence Phoenix. This one feels pretty bulky.
75.45 grams.
Wow, this is so sick, man. Everything in the 70s so far. Dangerous Belial. How much does this bad boy weigh?
69.82 grams.
Oh my goodness, even the extra Beys weigh more than that? Come on.
Well, that's why you gotta upgrade it with all your gears, right?
Okay.
So F gear, S gear.
Then we'll stack on this
L gear
on top, and then the cherry on top. Bam, B gear.
B gear.
How much we weigh?
Yo, 100.98 grams?
Wow, what?
Is it wrong?
Okay.
Is it that heavy?
Okay, I'll take off the stack. Let's just do this without the Bey. How much that weigh?
31.03 grams. Oh,
it's over 100.
Wow.
It's over
100 grams.
Over
Official
100.
combo.
Wow. With all of the gear upgrades, this is crazy.
That's insane.
Oh my god. We did it, boys. Stock combos. We did it. Over 100 grams.
Wow.
Next up, Beyblade Burst. Super heavyweight next season. 1 kilo.
Yo, that's sick. Over 100 grams.
Alright, this is insane, guys. You know what time it is? It's test battle time.
3, 2, 1, go shoot!
Whoa! Sick!
That's dangerous.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Belial.
Oh wow, that was crazy. Okay, it looks like a burst lock activated. You can see that little white tab there. That's cool. 3, 2, 1, shoot! Goodness, that activation for the driver is like almost too crazy.
And bear in mind that this is the stock form. Don't even got the L gear upgrade or V gear upgrade or any gear.
Yeah. Oh no! Okay. You can see here that the driver did activate with that overdrive shoot, which is just like a hard launch, but Takara Tomy likes to call it cool things like overdrive shoot. Anyways, the tip is gone, and you can reset it by pressing this switch up here. So you just move that, try and demonstrate it here. Bam, tip comes back out. Then you launch again.
All right, Prominence Phoenix is next for the test spin. 3, 2, 1.
So I think Phoenix is in normal mode right now. Look at that universe driver.
Metal universe.
It moves so much for a defensive driver.
Come on, I want to see some armor action.
I have a soft spot for that driver because we use it to mod so much.
Oh,
hey, there it is! There it is!
And remember, you gotta leave your armor in the stadium without proper battle.
And this guy still won. Wow, Perseus, unreal.
It didn't really interrupt the battle at all, but you guys get the point of how this will work. And then now I'm gonna try in heavy mode, so click it into the blue tabs. So I guess now the armor should stay on the Bey more than the previous mode. Let's try that. 3, 2, 1, shoot! Pretty cool. You can like gauge whether or not you want the armor to come off.
Whoa!
Oh, okay, that was a good demonstration. So the armor did not come out,
and it does hit heavier too. It hit harder, I mean, because you have more of the weight together on the same sides. Okay, BBGs, that is it for our unboxing on the Overdrive SP set that came with these 3 awesome Beys. Can't wait to actually battle with the brand new Belial, and looking forward to battling with this some more too. Wow, this is such a great set, guys. Just so you know, it was about $60 or so Canadian for the set, so it's a little bit on the pricier side, but you are getting a ton of stuff with it. You also get the amazing launcher too. I think it's a must-have. Like, you guys need to get it. It's pretty much holiday season, so you know what to ask for Christmas, right? Right here. These Beys, this launcher, you need this set, alright? Okay, let us know what you think of the set overall down in the comment section below. Like this video, subscribe, and as always, geeks out!